Halo 3 ODST is a very interesting Halo game because it has a little something for everyone, whether that be sniping, vehicle driving, plain old infantry, or looking in the sights. Halo 3 ODST is a game that really has no right being as good as it is for the story behind it. And the more I look at ODST and what it did and its legacy, even until today, I still think it's the best Halo game I've ever played.
Reach and 3 are better games than ODST.
Shut up.
How could you possibly
Shut
believe?
up. I can objectively say that I think Reach is the best Halo game for what it did to the community, for the legacy that it still leaves even into games like Halo Infinite today. But ODST has a special place in my heart. No game has connected with me more than ODST, and no game has felt better to play than ODST. Something I always regretted doing back when, games were still played on disc and on the Xbox 360 was that I never completed the game on Legendary. And when I did the recording for this video, I made sure to rectify that mistake and to actually complete it and get that Dare skin. And it helped me answer a question that even I think about, even though I'm a pure ODST realist, is this game as good as I remember? And I think the overwhelming answer that I got while playing it was yes. Because this is the most fun I've had in a Halo game, maybe in the past 5 years. Maybe that's the nostalgia glasses or the hate on 343 Halo Studios, whatever you want to call them, that I do have. But ODST really does give you the full Halo experience. It's got infantries, vehicles, sniping, and then pure open terrain walking around. That's what I always loved about Halo, the bombastic set pieces. And Mombasa is one of the coolest set pieces in a game I have ever seen. It's the small pieces of storytelling, the graffiti scattered all over the place that you can just see on every corner. The Marines that have fallen trying to defend a little checkpoint. And then just the story of ODST. Rookie traveling through this copied and pasted city, looking for his squad, finding the remnants of their old missions. And, just kind of piecing back together the trail somehow, for some reason. Being guided by, the greatest piece of, in-game mapping with the superintendent. This guy that just is watching you, directing you into basically the objective. If you played without the map, you would get a sign that's saying detour, keep right. And that's the coolest part about ODST, is that these little things all build on this narrative, because this is a short game. It's very quick and it's very fast paced. And I still love every single character. Yeah, Romeo's kind of a jackass, Mickey turned out to be a traitor, Dutch is kind of there, Buck and Dare are probably the most important people, and then Rookie's just vibing, trying to do trying to push the sniper rifle back, skipping the little explosive charge. He's just vibing out in the streets. And I relate with Rookie a whole lot more than I did with Spartan Locke of Halo 5, or anything that really of the new characters that 343 or Halo Studios implemented. And Rookie doesn't speak. He grunts a few times, but that's it, and it's all body language. And because Bungie was able to grab these characters, and Joseph Staten was able to take those characters in a very limited time frame and really nail down their personalities and nail down the story to a super simple premise. Dare screws over the mission and we have to go figure out what Dare did. That's it. But that narrative isn't really explored until the second to last mission, which is awesome. It gives you everything that you would want. The defense of the city, everything. And it would be perfect. It would be actually perfect if it wasn't released half-baked.
But Spencer, games are released half-baked all the time nowadays.
Well, that wasn't always the case, actually. For a very short game, this game was priced at $60. And while that may seem cheap, considering the state of gaming right now with deluxe editions and all that, this game didn't have enough content to be worth $60. Because when you load up the ODST multiplayer, oh boy, ODST multiplayer, oh, wait, it's just fucking Halo 3 again! There wasn't enough time to create a whole new game mechanics around an ODST multiplayer. That wasn't the goal of the whole thing. So they just kind of slapped the Halo 3 Deluxe Edition multiplayer with all the maps on it and called it a day. And there was a lot of controversy around that because people paid to get those DLCs, and then they also paid for ODST because they're Halo fans. And then they got the disc, which had all the DLC on it anyway, and they went, then why did I pay for the DLC to begin with? You know, it was a big clusterfuck, and I guess I can really blame Bungie for that. That was one of their few slip-ups across any time creating the Halo series, and I don't really think that was their fault. They were fighting with Microsoft and all that bullshit of the 2009 2010s before they left. But this game doesn't have that much. What it has, it excels in, but it doesn't, it's not enough. It didn't have the impact that Halo 2 had, or Halo 3 had, or Reach. It's just a game that was pushed out and released, and because of that, a whole lot of the audience forgot about it. But not the way like Halo Wars and Halo Wars 2 were forgotten, or the way Infinite should be forgotten. But ODST is, well, it's my favorite game. Replaying it and just living in the streets of New Mombasa again. It's maybe the best game I've ever played. And that's controversial. I understand that's going to be controversial. I've made 2 videos on ODST calling it the perfect Halo game in the past. And I still believe that. And yes, I believe Reach is the best Halo game. From top to bottom, everything about it. ODST can't be in that conversation because of the things that it lacks. But that doesn't mean that I can't deem it my favorite Halo game. And for that, and for having my own opinions, I will leave you with that. What did you think of Halo 3 ODST? Do you still go back and play it? Should you go back and play it? And is Halo New Blood a complete butchering of that story? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed what I do, maybe consider checking out some of my other stuff. Thank you so much.